Hi everyone, this is a design team project for Tracie Fox Creative. All relevant links will be below, including links to Tracie's shop, Tracie's social media, the digitals that I've used for this project, and the other creative design team members. I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'm on to do a couple more little embellishments to put in my journal, which I must crack on with. Knowing me, I'll have the flip through ready on the last day of the month again, just because I tend to potter along, really enjoying the process for the month. Then it comes to the last few days and I panic and get it finished. So I seem to not be able to finish it until it's panic time. Yeah, because I think I just enjoy the process too much and I just like pottering along. So, but the thing is, if I'm left to my own devices, I'll just potter and potter for years. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought today we would work with the beautiful Parasol Lovelies tea card kit that I grabbed. I absolutely love these little ladies and I thought they would go gorgeous with the compendium kit that I grabbed and the flowers as well. So aren't they just beautiful? I've got a few tea cards here, but I haven't seen these ones before. I just love the colours on them and that, so I would have a play around with those. So I want to do a journal card with a pocket again. So it'll be a bit similar to the CD pocket we did, but we're using an envelope today. And I also want to do a tag with you. So firstly, I think I want to do a little bit of stenciling on the journal card. So we'll do that and then we'll get on with the tag while my stenciling dries. So with my tags and my journal card, I've backed them all with some old book page, just to strengthen them and add some nice writing space, and so it's not so white there. So that's looking good. So of course, like with everything else, it needs a bit of ink. So I am using vintage photo and my aged mahogany with a lot of the bits and pieces in this journal. So of course the journal card and the tags are from the compendium. Now it's MK6, compendium adds MK6. I think I got that right, or I'm doing well. And I'm having so much fun. I've dragged out so many laces and ribbons, and it's not something that, like, I use a lot of little bits of lace and that, but I don't usually drag out a whole heap and try and make things look pretty. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at layering or anything like that. So I've been having fun experimenting and trying to make things look pretty. And so far, I'm quite happy with how things are coming along. So yes, I like going on with the vintage photo first and taking it in just a little bit and then just going around the edges with the aged mahogany just to bring out that sort of pinky redness. I'll just do the aged mahogany on the front. You see it a bit on the back as well. And then I thought, why not? Oh, we're stenciling this one, aren't we? Don't want to get confused and put gold leaf on the one I'm meant to be stenciling. Something a little different with my Inca Gold here. So I'll grab my stencil. I have this one here with some weird flourishes. So this one's got so many little tiny intricate bits that are all turning up. I think I'll put it just there. I've got a little dish sponge. Must get a better sponge for doing this with. And I've got some water spray just to wet my ink gold down because it's sort of like a paint. So I'll just get a bit of that onto my sponge. Better. so nice when you stencil it on too. Look at that. It's beautiful. Might just do a little tiny bit over this side, just there. Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to put that to the side just to dry now. These are the two tags that I want to work with for my tag. Do a bit of a layered thingamajig. And again, I will start with my inking. The next thing I think I might do is just add a little bit of gold leaf, just in keeping with the other bits of ephemera that I'm making for this journal. Adding little bits of gold here and there. I think that'll do. The next thing I want to do with this is punch some holes in this tag. So I've got this, I've got two corner shapes, and then it's got your two hole punches. And I forgot I even had this, so it's about time I brought it out to use it, but it's got this sort of elongated hole. Trying to get it where I want it is difficult though. Maybe if I don't want to put a line on there, but I would say I would eyeball, but it's not going too well these days. So 4.5, so 2 and 2.5, 2 and 2.5, and 2 and 2.5. It's got a little notch thing there that tells you where middle is, hopefully. Oh, that's worked out all right actually by the looks. There we go. I was a bit worried about that. So I'm just going to ink my vintage photo around those holes a bit. Okay. Now, we want to put that tag on top of the other tag, and I want to do it with a bit of ribbon. So I'm thinking of attaching the ribbon like so, since it fits through those holes nicely, like that. Then I've got this lovely lady with her parasol. It's just got a little bit of a black line. I've just realised I'm not wearing my glasses. No wonder I'm having trouble measuring things. Okay, oh, that looks better. I don't know how I do it. Just got to cut some of the black edge line off of here. That's a bit better. And I will ink around her as well. So she's going to go on top. Like so. I don't think I'll even put anything underneath her. I think she looks quite nice on there like that. So let's stick her down. I'll just make sure we've got enough ribbon both ends. Just debating whether I tack that down. I might. It's not going to hurt. Get some of my fabric glue under there. Doesn't matter if it shows through a bit because we're sticking the lady over the top. Just stop that moving around. She looks lovely on there. Okay, so that's that tag part done. So now with this one, got to adhere her to here. And then what I've done is cut out some, I'll show you. I grabbed these little lace pieces and they actually came from this shirt which I picked up from the second-hand shop. Would have been on the sales rack. I always check the sales rack when I go second-hand shopping for the clearance items, and when I find shirts like this or skirts or whatever, I always grab them. And I tend to find, like, I've dragged out a whole lot of my laces and that, like beautiful laces which I've been using and that, but I tell you that I tend to find the best ones for these sorts of projects and the colours that I want the most for my projects on the old clothes. So it's always worth grabbing your laces off of old clothes and that. Get such a good variety of colours. So what I did was just cut out this little bit, which will be our little tag topper, I think. Should look quite nice there, wouldn't it? Rather than up there. I was going to put it up there. Depends how far up we put her. It's going to have her sort of hanging. And then I cut these little circular bits off that I was thinking of putting down here. Okay, so the idea is just to adhere this tag by the top and bottom of the ribbon. So, and that way, if you wanted to, you could even use this as a type of belly band and stick a little piece of paper or something behind there. It's a little journaling spot. So that is my plan. Actually, I can stick it down further. Make sure we've got it where we want it. That should do. Let that dry for a minute. Get our little scissors to do some trimming. Unless we do, it'd probably hold it extra good if we did fold it over. Might do that. Oh, I like it. So now, think about like that. Let that dry and then I'll finish off the other little bits there. Then we've got these pieces to put down here. Someone tell me which is the front and which is the back. Okay, so that's going to be my tag. I quite like that. Bit different. So, just thinking if I've got anything here. So as I said, what you would be able to do is stick a piece of paper or something in there like that as a journaling spot, which is pretty cool. So I quite like that. So that's the first project. So the second one is a journal card, if I can find where I put it to dry. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I've got to find a tea card that we want to put on there. I think I like her the most, so she can go there. A bit of ink. So she'll go pretty well smack bang in the middle of the card. But we want to embellish it a little bit more as well. And I've got my avocado dyed envelopes this time. Last time we did CD pockets. But what I want to do is cut it down a little bit. I've got my cutter here. Now we want to make the top about the same as the bottom there. So I think if we do it about there, it will be just about right. And I'll keep this little bit, it'll make another pocket. And then put that away. I want to cut this bit off. I want to leave this little bit here, but I want to cut this excess piece off here. So I want to be careful not to cut any of that flap. So that's going to be my pocket just like that, and it's going to have this little flap. So I've got this corner stamp this time, which is this one here. I think this was a really cheap one from Yet Pastime Crafts, which was like a $4 stamp set from a cheap shop here in Australia, or South Australia to be specific. Okay, I've got my aged mahogany, and I just want to do this one in 2 of the corners. So I will do it up. Hang on. I do like to use something a bit softer underneath when I do my stamping. Top here, and then the opposite bottom corner. Bit of smudging on that one, but that's my fault for moving it around, but looks beautiful. I love these swirls. For cheap stamps, they work really, really well. Got those little ribbon embroideries that I was gifted. They're quite flat, but they're absolutely beautiful, and I've been hoarding these, so it's nice to get using them. That, like that. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this down now. Okay, so that's my pocket done, which is a good start. Now I've got to finish our journaling card. So let's just see what that would look like. Love the colour. I like that little top piece. Otherwise, it's very hard to cut it how I'd like it. Now, let's just try a bit of this stupid wiry stuff. I think we'll take the wire out of that. That's better. It's easier to have it straight. That might be easier to deal with. We could even cut them thicker edges off and see what it's like. Oh, I like that. So I think we'll use that. It's very pretty. It's got a bit of gold, sort of glary tinge to it too, which goes nice with the gold in the background. Let me just remove this wire before it ends up on the floor and stabbing me. And stick this on first. For some reason I like that piece. It's very messy, but for some reason I kind of like that. It's a bit rough, isn't it? A bit like me. The razors would be too much on there now. You know why? I'm just going to do it. Why not? It's a pity that I didn't cut that a bit straighter. That would look better, but it is junk journaling. Things don't have to be cut all perfect and stuff. I like it. I like the colours and the look of it, so I'm just going to do it, and that can be like my tab. It's very weird, but that's me. I'm very weird too. Bit off centre, that top bit, but that's all right. It will do. Kind of like it. It's very weird. Okay, so now, where's my pocket? There it is. So she will fit in. Now, which way is this open? That way. She's going to fit in like, don't know why I put a tab on that side anyway. I'm going to have to put a tab there. Oh, she looks nice in there. So she's going to fit in like that, hopefully. Yes, she will, nicely. Now, she'll pull out that way. Now, I could put a tab on here. Doesn't really need one though. Although we're going to shut this side off. Still probably doesn't need one. If I wanted to, I could do a plain background in there before I close my pocket off. That's one thing I'm considering because I don't know if we really want the look of the envelope behind there. So I might. I've got some avocado dyed paper, so what I might do is stick some avocado dyed paper in there. Do they fit? I'd even cut it down a bit more. Doesn't need to be perfect because we're not going to see. For ease of getting it in, as long as it's to the edge over here. So I'm just going to stick that in. So now what we can do is close up our envelope. So I'll just run some glue down on this bottom edge. And that's created our little pocket. Now this can be attached to the page. You can stick this part to the page and then it can be a flip, so you can journal on the back. So that's the way I might attach that. Like that, we will see. And then this will just slip in. I should probably let it dry a bit more first, but this will slip in like that. Yeah, it should be easy enough to get out too because there's a wide enough mouth. If not, you can just put a little tab on there. Okay, so I've tidied up a bit of my mess. Thought we'd do a recap. So firstly, we created this sort of layered tag. The tag on the tag with the beautiful tea card. And as I said, you can use it as a sort of belly band. So I've stuck in here a little piece of my note paper. Beautiful rose that matches the colour, so that can just be slipped behind there. There's a little journaling spot. So I love how that turned out. So lots of journaling space on the back. And then I made my envelope pocket that can be attached to a page like that. And then, well, it can be. And then you can flip it open like that. Journal on the back. And then on the inside is a weird but wonderful journaling card, which I have done some stenciling with the ink gold and put some of that ribbon in the background and then cut some of the lace off to put on there, which just slips in a little pocket. Some of our embroidered piece on there as well, ribbon embroidery. And some more of the pink, beautiful pink ribbon embroidery there. And this pocket flips back the other way, so I've got one that flips each way for a bit of difference. I can put them on different pages in my journal. And then that one's got beautiful pinkish style journal card in it as well. beautiful tea card. That's the back of that one. So that's a fun make. Yeah. Just got to make an extra one of these, an extra one of these, so that if this journal ends up going elsewhere, that I have these ideas in my idea box, book, whatever I end up putting them all in, so I can remember to make some more in the future, because I really like this actually. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Take care of yourselves, be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.